Hello Normans, welcome back to this week's Norman News. I'm Jonah Danesh.
And I'm Alana Morgan. Stay tuned for news on McDonald's and Calabasas.
And more on PSAT Day. Around the show in 30 minutes, this is
The Norman News. A popular event called Playlist Live occurred last week in a 3-day event where online creators and their biggest supporters came together in one place. Creators from all across the world came together in Orlando, Florida to meet fans, content, and have fun. It was a big event for TikTok stars this year too. However, there was some drama that was said to have occurred. Allegations like an elderly man falling off of a balcony, which was said to not be true, the drugging and sexual assault of an underage girl, people got sick, and so much more. While we can't depict what's true and what's not, this popular event is already looking forward to next year as they already have the dates for 2021 online. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. Now to Jonah with some more news.
Thanks, Alana. Melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer, is diagnosed in more than 130,000 people globally every year. Now work is being done on a tool to help in its early detection, a laser probe that can distinguish between harmless molds and cancerous ones in a short period of time. With skin cancer, there's a saying that if you can spot it, you can stop it. And that's exactly what this probe is designed to do, said researcher Daniel Louis, a PhD student who created the device as part of his studies in biomedical engineering at the University of British Columbia. With this device, melanoma can be spotted and destroyed before it spreads to other parts of the body and becomes deadly. And now to Jackson with this week's sports.
Thanks, Jonah. The Lakers recently waived Troy Daniels, making him a free agent. Daniels averaged 4.2 points, 1.1 rebounds, and 0.3 assists in the 41 games he appeared in with the Lakers. He is still only 28 years old and can now find a more substantial role on another team. This also frees up a roster spot for the Lakers. The Lakers, however, are in no rush as they recently worked out Dion Waiters and J.R. Smith. Both players could make great additions to the team. The Lakers could bring in more players, but it's unknown at this point. Now to Holden with entertainment.
Thanks, Jackson. Mark Wahlberg just appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show and told the whole world about how he anticipated his father-daughter dance. He went on to say how he was so excited to dance with his daughter, and his daughter was worried about being embarrassed, but still excited. While waiting to dance, Mark noticed that one song they were playing was not clean, and he went up to the DJ and got mad at him. The DJ gave a vague answer for his actions, and Mark remained mad. It was then time for him to dance with his daughter, and luckily everything went smoothly. Mark was relieved to say that he did not embarrass his daughter, and they had a great time. Now to Riley with more news.
Thanks, Holden. The cutest mother-daughter duo are twinning in new vacation posts posted on Instagram. Mother Kylie Jenner and daughter Stormy are pictured in matching Dior dresses, with the caption stating, "I hope she wants to match with me forever." However, Kylie also accessorized her outfit with a straw hat and a matching print Dior bag. Stormy had on a pair of pink jelly sandals to match the pink theme. How cute is that? Hope Kylie and Stormy have a blast on their tropical trip. Now to Kayla with this week's movie review.
Thanks, Riley. This week we're going to be talking about the new movie, Onwards. This movie's about two teenage brothers, Ian and Barley Lightfoot. These two go on a journey to discover if there's still a little magic left out there in order to spend one last day with their father, who died when they were young. That's all for this week. Now grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and stay tuned for this week's new movie trailer.
In times of old, the world was full of wonder and magic. But times change.
I'm a mighty warrior.
Morning, Mom.
Hey, birthday boy.
By the laws of yore, I must dub thee a man today. Kneel before me.
That's okay. I have a gift from your dad. He's
just said to give you this when you were both over 16.
No way! It's a wizard staff. Dad was a wizard.
What? Your dad was an accountant.
This spell brings him back. For one whole day, Dad will be back.
What? Back like back to life? That's not possible.
It is with this.
I'm gonna meet Dad?
Whoa, feet!
It's getting harder to hold!
Ah, he's just legs. I definitely remember Dad having a top part.
Oh, what did I do? Hi.
We only have 24 hours to bring the rest of him back.
Until then, ta-da!
Oh, that's great. Dad, you look just like I remember.
You got a problem, Shades?
If it's adventure you seek, you've come to the right tavern.
Oh, no. We might be out of gas.
But it says we have a full tank.
No, that doesn't work. Growth spell. We grow the can, and then the gas inside will grow with it. Elbows up.
I'm trying to focus here.
Focus.
Holy, forget it.
It worked! The can is huge! And the van is huge! And you're... Oh no.
So Alana, the SAT is tomorrow. How have you been preparing for it?
Well, I've been studying over the past few months, and I'm excited because this is the first SAT at the school where they have the essay portion. So how are you preparing for the PSAT?
I just took a couple practice tests to see how I'm doing in the ranks, and that's pretty much it.
Well,
now to Akira with world news.
Thanks, Jonah. According to the new weather data, Australia's summers have become twice as long as its winters. The Australia Institute found that summer over the past 20 years was around a month longer than the mid-20th century, while winters have become shorter. The Australia's Institute, Richie Merzian, said that our findings are not a projection of what we may see in the future. It's happening right now. A couple months ago, the country suffered from a devastating bushfire season. Even though climate change was not the direct cause of the bushfires, scientists warned that a hotter, drier climate will take a part in Australia's fires. In an analysis, the Australia Institute found that summer temperatures have lasted 31 days longer than in the 1950s and the 1960s. Mr. Merzian has said that the global warming had made Australian summers a more dangerous ordeal than they used to be. Now to Jacob with more news.
Thanks, Akira. McDonald's is celebrating one of the most famous menu items by declaring Monday, March 2nd, as National Egg McMuffin Day. Of course, fans will be able to get their hands on this most popular breakfast sandwich on its very own holiday. McDonald's is inviting fans to celebrate by getting a free, freshly prepared Egg McMuffin at participating McDonald's nationwide. Customers only need to download the mobile app to redeem this offer between 6 to 10:30 a.m. on Monday, March 2nd. Now that's something that's worth getting up for. McDonald's isn't just celebrating the Egg Muffin this year. Fast food chain's iconic Shamrock Shake turns 50 this year as well in its celebration of its golden anniversary. The fast food chain is auctioning off a collectible cup for a good cause. Now to Noah with national news.
Thanks, Jacob. As COVID-19 continues its march around the globe, California confirms its first case of a community-acquired patient with the disease. This patient, located in Northern California, had no international travel to China and no known contact with anyone who had traveled to China. The patient got the disease from an unknown someone within their community and is currently in the hospital in serious condition. Experts are trying to determine where or how the patient might have contracted the disease. But until then, we can now confirm that, yes, the disease is here spreading in the United States. What this means for us and our community here in Beverly Hills is that we must be diligent with each other about staying home on the first symptoms of any cold or flu and properly washing hands multiple times a day. Properly washing hands means a minimum of 20 seconds under warm water with soap to give the soap enough time to get any germs off your hands. Proper hand washing is a small but simply and highly effective preventative measure which could save your life and those you care about around you. Now to Phoebe with local news.
Thanks, Noah. Beverly Hills has worn the crown for being the wealthiest city in Southern California until now. Michael Bloomberg just named Calabasas one of the richest cities in the U.S., surpassing Beverly Hills. Located about 25,000 miles west of downtown Los Angeles, Calabasas is a community of about 24,000 where the Kardashians call home. It's where the rich and the famous can enjoy a more normal lifestyle. We do have some ordinances about paparazzi that are very restrictive, said Calabasas Mayor Pro Tem James Bozojan. About half the city is also gated communities, and that tends to be very popular with the celebrities. The average household income is nearly $200,000, more than twice the national average. Real estate is considerably less than in Beverly Hills. The median home price in Calabasas is $1.119 million. The median home price in Beverly Hills is $2.7 million. Crime in Calabasas is also minimal, and the school district is strong. Now to Alana with school news.
Thanks, Phoebe. Want to cut your hair for a good cause? Yes, perfect. March 10th, Service Learning is hosting an annual hair donations drive. It will be held at lunch at the EDC. How much do you have to cut? Well, you must cut a minimum of 8 inches to donate. But it supports such an amazing cause, and you can even look forward to your teachers and your friends having a new do. Now to Jonah with some more school news.
Thanks, Alana. Tomorrow will be Beverly Hills High School PSAT Day for all 10th graders. Testing will begin at 8 a.m. and will end around 12:30 p.m. Tests will not count and will only be used as practice to see what you need to work on. There will be no school for 9th and 12th graders. Also, all 11th graders will be taking the actual SAT and essay that will be included this year. Make sure to be on time. Now let's send it to this week's interview.
All right, so we're here with Bree Young, who is going to tell us a little bit about her experience leaving Beverly last year and where she ended up in college.
So after I left Beverly, I ended up at Emerson College, which is in Boston. It's a liberal arts college that focuses on film production and communications. It's a really well-known school when it comes to the film industry and, well, relatively the entertainment industry. It's number 9 in the country for film schools. And it's really nice because Emerson kind of nurtures their students while still pushing them, but allows them to be creative with all of their projects, pushes you to learn and challenge yourself and to explore new ideas and new techniques, but they also understand like the importance of like health, whether it's physical or mental, and they don't push you beyond your boundaries while still giving you time to explore your own identity as well as like all of your own work.
And what got you into the school?
I think there were 2 things that really helped with my application to Emerson. One of them I think definitely was KBEV, because obviously KBEV is a student-run television station, and that is very uncommon. It's very rare. And the fact that I was working in a working television station was very unique and definitely helped to consider my abilities and what I had to offer as a potential producer for Emerson, as well as I also have a mentor who works over at the American Film Institute, and he wrote me a very lovely letter of recommendation. But I've learned a lot from him when he can sneak me into classes, and I learned a lot when I get to talk to his students and like what people who are learning at the Institute and in the grad school learn, and what they have and what advice and what they have to say to offer to me really helps. And so that showed in my essays and all of my answers when it came to questions on the application or my actual interview for Emerson.
Wow. Do you have any advice for anybody who's wants to go to an art school where they should put their focus in high school?
Don't underestimate your grades. I would say it's very important to be creative and to have hobbies and activities and passions that you love and appreciate and want to put 110% in. And I do think you need to put 110% in to those passions, but you shouldn't neglect your grades, because even though you are potentially going to an art school or a liberal arts college, they do want good students. So I would say put just as much time into your grades and your academics, because they're not something to be ignored. I may not take math class at Emerson College, but it was important for me to get good grades in math, so it showed on my transcripts that I was just as good at balancing an academic schedule as I was my creative and professional one.
For watching this week's Normal News, I'm Eva Danesh.
And I'm Milana Morgan, and we will see you next week.